Do you have a sense of where this craze on longevity sort of comes from? I mean, obviously we want to have more time. I'm thinking, someone passed me Peter Attia's book Outlive about the science of longevity, which has become something, a phenomenon in business circles. But like, where is this emanating from?
Yeah. So it starts with, on the far other end of the scale, we have the Ozempic craze happening, right? And why is that happening? Because it's, if you think about it, a reaction to decades of the food system creating a situation around obesity that we've suddenly woken up and realized we had to solve for. At the same time, you've got people suddenly realizing all those years that we were eating highly processed foods, not sleeping well, driving ourselves crazy in terms of work hours, are impacting our brain health, our ability to be effective in the long term. So those two sort of opposite poles are reacting, I think, to the same thing of us self-correcting on years of doing not great things for our minds and bodies. And then I would say, you mentioned Peter Attia's book in business circles. I think we both know, like, high-end C-suite executives, how do they get there? They're competitive people. And this has almost become like all right, now I want to go to the next level, and everyone's outplaying each other on who's got the latest tools and cold plungers and everything. So I think that's what's fueling it, Bob.
I know there's a 45-year-old former tech CEO, this guy, Brian Johnson, who's reportedly spending $2 million a year to try to reduce his biological age to 18. Like, is the science changed? Like, with blood tests and biodata and whatever, like, or is this just sort of an aspiration still?
Yeah. Like anything, there's a lot of fads, and I don't know how much science has really been done to research all of the things that people are experimenting with. And probably my biggest worry about this movement is it's a very single player movement. It's me doing all these things for me, and yet the greatest thing that helps the mental health crisis, that helps us as humans feel great, is social dynamics. And I do worry that we're almost losing sight of that a bit.
So Exos, which you run, isn't explicitly about longevity. How do you describe what Exos is doing now? Because it sort of seems like you're looking to develop the nexus between individual fitness, professional performance, and sort of lifestyle.
Yeah, that's it. We were founded by Mark Verstegen as a coaching company for pro athletes. So at this point, like, we have supported and coached over 1,000 now young men that went through the NFL Combine, going into the NFL, that kind of level of coaching. And then, halfway into our journey, we moved into the corporate health and wellness and performance space, because we realized that what the people we just spoke about are looking for the tip of the spear, right, of how to improve their performance. So that's how we got into that other market. And what's interesting is the executives are wanting the exact same thing that the most elite athletes are doing. Like, they're all reading up about Patrick Mahomes. They're all going, well, I want the best of the best. And how you coach a human, whether you're coaching an athlete, or in our case, the military, Navy SEALs, or executives, it does come down to this holistic, like, is your mind and your body working together to help you feel amazing? Are you doing all of the things right around sleep, movement, nutrition, so that you can really perform at your best? It's as simple as that. But if your work environment doesn't enable you to bring these high performance living ways to life, then what does it matter? Because look how many hours we spend every day at work. And so what we're doing at Exos is we're actually working with C-suites of, Fortune 500 companies and saying, how do we help you create cultural norms that help the entire team go to the higher level of performance?